Welcome to today's session. Let me take a look at the markers just a second. Okay. Let's get started. Grab your fasciator and your mat. Water. I'm going to start on the inner arch. Taking those deep breaths in with the nose. And the outside of the foot. Feeling into any crunchy spots. To the center. Slowing down to feel into the foot where it is now. Remember how it was yesterday. Other side. Inner arch. Oh no, a little bit more. So the outer arch, this will help with stuff like bunions and any issues with flat foot. Right at the center. That heel portion is where people who suffer with plantar fasciitis typically deal with stuck fascia in that area. If you have any toe curling or pinching, I really like to kind of go under my toes and knuckles. And if I had known now, if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have had my little surgery. I don't even have the movement in that toe that I used to have. But that's okay. We're learning and living together. It's one big happy species, am I right? I have a slight modification for my move, but your move will be as follows. Left leg, or excuse me, right leg on the fasciator. Right leg on the fasciator, left leg on top. You're gonna lean back and roll. Lift your butt up and roll down the center of the calf. For those of you who do not pick yourself up, you're gonna go back and forth. Moving with the taking moments to move with the opposite leg. And those of you rolling, now I want you to move to the outer calf. So turn your foot out and roll. Trying to relax your feet. Now switch to the inner calf. Switch legs. Move straight up and down. Rolling the outer calf. And the inner calf. Oh, yes. Remember, those of you in place, just windshield wiper back and forth. Okay. We're going to go with the side body. Side of the calf, stack the legs, elbow down, abs in, and lift your butt up, and roll. The side. turn 10 degrees. Let's get ready to switch sides. I want you to check in by rolling your ankles and just one leg. The one we rolled feel freer than the other leg. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just rolling my feet. Okay, let's get on the other side. Stack the legs, elbow down. Lifting, tightening the abs and lifting the butt up. Rolling aside. Relaxing the feet. Turn a little bit forward. Rolling next to the tibia. So if you have issues with balance or constantly rolling your ankle, this is the one. I'll go ahead and give that a roll. Let's drink some water. Mine has a lime in it today. How about you? Straight, clean, delicious water. Good for you. Maybe a little chlorophyll. Anyway, okay, so we're going to go into our hamstrings. We're going to use our opposite leg for balance. Lift ourselves up and roll back and forth. Doing our best to relax, breathing in through the nose. Turning the foot outward. I'm rolling that outer hamstring. I'm turning the foot inward. I'm rolling the inner portion. These three muscles were majorly contracted from sitting and being on screens all day. Or driving. Switch sides. Balancing on that. Rolling the outer thigh. And, oh yes, the inner thigh. Oh yeah. Preventing things like bigger cysts. All right. We're going to get into the medialis. It's a major blood vessel. That runs into the leg right here and branches to all these muscles and up back to the system to be cleared. So let's get into it. We're gonna turn the fascianator towards the mat. We're gonna use that opposite foot, put the weight. Rolling by the knee all the way into the thigh, the inner thigh. Up into the hip socket. Turn a little bit away from the fascianator. Letting all that break apart there. Feel free to run it all the way back out just to make sure you got every little nook and cranny. Change the muscle angle by raising and lowering your ankle. Some days we do a lot of work and think shifts. Sometimes we do a little and little shifts. But every day, we're getting to healthier versions of ourselves. let's go for the other side. 1 foot. Yes. Turning 30 degrees out. Oh man, that is tender on me. Slow down at the tender parts and listen to what they're telling you. I'm gonna move to our quad. Laying on the fascianator, rolling back and forth. Be sure to crawl up. It's a long muscle. We're going just above the knee and all the way deep into the hip. The long group. Okay, let's turn to the outside, about 10 degrees. Rolling the outer quad. Oh. It's really inner to get all those portions of breath. Let's switch sides. Using the other knee to balance on the forward. Making sure you're breathing, relaxing your hands, relaxing the foot, surrendering, listening, exploring like we're in a museum or an ancient temple, taking in every detail. Making sure that outer thigh is getting completely rolled. All right. Oh yeah. Now let's roll the inner thigh, the inner quad. Sometimes I check in by wiggling my fingers or my toes. Okay. Let's a giant drink of water. Alright, just have a seat on your fascianator. Bring it to your elbow. Cross your leg. And hold on to your ankle. I have a modification as I am working on a birth injury. With this process. It's the goal. Spent 40, okay, rolling back and forth, exploring your body. I've been in and out of physical therapy for my whole life, 40 years. Hooked up to like little electro pads and whatever experimental, offered surgeries and told there's nothing we can do for you. And the first day I met Anthony, the first day I met the Fascianator, it brought it all home. It brought it all together. It was the first time I felt growth and expansion in my arm. I felt electric energy, my nerves kicking in, turning 10 degrees out, searching deeper into that side glute. Electric energy shooting from my shoulder, down my arm, my forearm, and my hands, my fingertips, and then all the way up the side of my neck and the side of my face. And colors became brighter and richer, and that's when I knew. Stuck fascia, baby. Let's switch sides. Oh, please excuse me. On your elbow. And if you have issues or long hair, this would be a good time to put it up. But if you can't raise your ankle and keep both your feet on the ground, just rolling to the side, rolling the whole glute. Those of you who can, lift your ankle up, exploring the side body. This is you remembering and hearing your body. What is it saying? You have sciatica. This will help everything in that pinched area. Spot. Turn about 10 degrees more outward towards the elbow on the ground. Oh, I need to get in there. I can feel that. There we go. There you go. See, now I'm searching for tender spots. I've been doing this long enough that I can hear and see the body and say, what do you need from me? And it's like, me. It calls out to you. Can you hear your body? What does your body need? Reawaken that connection. You get one time in this particular form to enjoy and realize everybody's in the same boat. We all just want to live our lives free. And it's possible. So let's free our fascia. Let's get out of our stuck patterns that no longer work, that haven't been working. It's time to move forward. Okay? I want you to sit on up and roll the pelvic floor. You're going to sit directly on your sit bones, knees together, turn a little to the side and explore right around the sit bones. If it hurts too much to sit on the sit bones, try to move to the left or right. Explore. Why? To the other side. crunching and popping. People can get tendonitis of the butt and they can't even sit down. I myself was having issues from driving. Right there, at the bottom. Okay. Let's have some drinks. Okay. Let's move on to the diaphragm. You're going to find the ribs, just under the rib cage. Press down and roll it under the rib cage. Pressing, surrendering, breathing out, releasing, getting deeper into the liver and gallbladder there. People who have like any blockages or cysts. So now we're going to do the stomach. You're going to take the fascianator and put it under your belly button. The edge of the fascianator is going to go under the belly button. And you're going to kind of just surrender to it and let it get nice and deep. Because there's a bunch of lymph nodes and vessels and arteries, and you got your bladder, all that good stuff. So lay down on the fascianator, lift the leg. On the fascianator side, take a breath out, collapse onto it, putting your toes out, allowing yourself to roll back and forth. Your muscles are going to tighten. And that's good. That means they're working. They're also going to relax, and your organs are going to smoosh around. Because fascia holds all of your organs in and together. So pause where you feel tenderness. For those of you who have fibroids or PCOS or endometriosis, this is going to help for remove toxins and stuff from that area. You can also push out gas. And I've had it come out the other end. So no worries. Just wringing out the system, letting it have time to refresh. Being careful to not roll the ribs if you're going up. People have passed kidney stones, all kinds of wonderful stuff happens from this move. When you break up the fascia, that's what you said, you're able to let the tissues restructure. So the edge is right at your belly, under your belly button. Your balancing on your elbows and your toes, rolling down into the pelvis and the bowl there, and up into the ribs. Let's have some more water. I got the seat out here. There you go. Okay. So the fascia can hold up to 4 gallons of water. This is a 32 ounce. The fascia is all over your body. And when it is not hydrated, toxins cannot release. Therefore they stay. Which means what? Cancer builds up. So you want to avoid cancer? Wring out your fascia. You want to help people who have stuck lymph? It even helps with autoimmune disease. What we've seen in the accounts, because we're taking the data now. And if you have a miracle you're working on for yourself and your health, come on, get on it. Only miracles wanted. Having a beautiful life. And creating a beautiful life for yourself and others around you. Now that's a miracle. That's a legacy. Alright. So, let's take a deep breath in. Probably feel it really raised now. Probably feeling really great. We're going to take find the clavicle, and we're going to actually roll your arms in a circle and roll them back, circle, and back. We're going to roll the whole shoulder girdle. I'm going to call it my shoulder girdle, or over the shoulder boulder area. Do it again. Okay, so a lot of us hunch from holding cell phones is the clavicle, the collarbone. You're going to put the edge of the fasciator right underneath and holding it on the side you're rolling. Letting that holding hand relax. Press in to that area. Lifting the elbow of the hand that's pushing for more pressure and more leverage. Let's do the other side. Holding the fasciator against the clavicle. I use the ground because I have a modification. Just so you know, you're going to probably want to put your hair up pretty soon. Rolling right under the clavicle. Take that deep breath in. It's going even higher now. You're going to put the fasciator in sort of a headlock and run it across the top of the chest. Pulling it with that opposite hand. So the other side, the headlock, rolling it in and getting that pectoralis minor at the top. Alright, we're going to do our mammaries. A lot of lymph nodes are in this area. I personally had a lump removed when I was 19, and I started researching cancer, and it was like, oh, you mean all the products they have on the shelf? They've since cleaned up somewhat, but there's so many man-made toxins just causing blocked lymph. There's a woman in our case studies that had positive mammograms every year, and after working with the Fascianator for the next year when she went in, it's a negative one. And that means freedom, health, autonomy. Seriously. Take back your health. One roll at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna put my hair up now, because it can get stuck. It can get stuck, definitely. Alright, I'll just tuck these in somewhere. That looks a little wild. I'll just do that. That's good. Okay. Alright, now let's roll the traps. So this is the spine. This is the spine, right? Time to replace my sock. These I can replace with a large football sock, so I just ordered one. I'm looking for some fun colors and shapes. What kind of socks do you think I should put on here? Anyway, this is the spine. These are the shoulder blades. The head's up here. You are going to roll these two muscles here. You are not rolling the spine, so you're going to end up turning left or right. Okay, I'm going to show you that move right now. Right in this it is. Okay. Put it on your bra line or your nipple line. Bring your hands behind your head. Turning feet on the ground. Turning 45 degrees to the right. Push your heels into the ground. Lift your butt up and roll up into going no lower than the center of your back, or 2 inches under your, depending on your torso side, under your bra line. There's so much fascia in the lower back that if you roll it, it'll destabilize your body. So do not roll your lower back, please. This is not a foam roller. It's breaking up your fascia. Rolling as high as you can. Crunching that butt. Lift it up, up, up. Alright. Keep breathing in, slowing down, listening to all those tender bits. Put the butt down and down. Turn 45 degrees to the left. Pushing heels into the ground, lifting your butt up, rolling into the shoulder. Lifting high as you can. Really feeling into what is singing to you. Sit, singing sweet relief. Put the butt down. Bring it into the lap. That's the side muscle. Put that right under your armpit. Just roll back and forth in a windshield-like motion. Looking up towards the sky and all the way down to the ground. It's important to get into the armpit, because that is where, oh yeah, there's a bunch of lymph nodes and a huge nerve bundle. That can be impinged, preventing you from feeling if you're having numbness. Sometimes numbness feels like shocks or pain or tingles. Or nerve blockage, I mean. Feels like shocks, pains, tingles. And what's the solution, they say? Well, let's cut you open. Let's cut you. We gotta find out exactly. Yeah. They do all of these invasive things, and I've had a lot done to me. And that was not found. Okay, let's switch sides. And I haven't had any freedom from the particular surgery. Now I think about it. I mean, you got stuck hard tissue, you know, all kinds of stuff. Except for when I had to have something removed. You have a lump, but it's cancerous or growth on your large intestine. Getting as deep forward into that armpit as you can. And for those of you who can, lift up. I'm doing a modification. Your arm should just be on the ground. I'm just giving myself an extra stretch here. I just need to do this more often. I'm telling myself that. Okay. When can I incorporate just laying there? Okay. Let's see, what are we doing right now? Okay. Let's take half a sip of water. We'll do triceps, biceps, and deltoids. So let's roll our tricep. You're laying on your side. Your tricep is out. Your arm should be straight, most of you. And you're going to turn your foot 90 degrees. It'll help you, give you some stability, that upper leg. You're rolling back and forth with that hip and pressing into the fascianator, moving the thumb from the back wall, or pointing behind you, to pointing to the ceiling. And you're going to roll all the way from by the shoulder to the above the elbow, just above the bend in the elbow. The whole gauntlet of those. Let's do the bicep. So your arm should be laying flat on the ground. Put a little weight on it. It's not heavy enough. You're gonna lay down and press into the bicep. Using that elbow for leverage. With the opposite hand pushing down. Go to the other side. To our triceps. Putting our knees to the side, our tricep on the fascianator. Leg at 90. Oh. With the thumb facing the butt behind us. Oh. And then with each pass, turning it towards the ceiling and back towards that back wall. Maybe even the ground. Oh. And we're going to roll the bicep. I do a modification because I don't have pressure, but this is what it looks like. Arms out. You're pressing in to your bicep with your hand relaxed. Let me see. That's like this. And then, yeah, so you can get both the long head and the short head. And if you turn it forward, you can get that long head and short head. I'm going to do my modification while you roll your bicep. Wow, that was great. Okay, let's take that pause and run our arms forward and back. And forward and back. Should feel a lot more open, a lot more free. Oh, let's do the deltoid, baby. My bad. Let's get on the side. Lay the widest part on your fascianator. Not the widest part, but you know, that muscle is like a little bloop. You're gonna roll all the way forward and all the way back. When you have that click in the shoulder or pinching pain, that's typically a stuck bicep. And when it feels like kind of pinching and cramping, it can usually just be that space collapse. This is usually about a 10 millimeter space. And when you relax the bicep and the deltoid, that helps bring that space back into alignment. Switch sides, hugging the side body, right in the middle of the shoulder, forward and back. Feeling around with little micro movements of up or down if you need to discover what's going to work best for you, what needs that love and attention today. All right, let's do it again. Oh, that feels even better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, we're gonna do our forearms, and then our. Whew. So you're gonna use the edge of the fascianator to swipe through your forearms. Getting from the pinky side, you're going to slowly go through each line within the muscles using the edge of the roller. So you're going to hit that tunnel, what they say carpal tunnel syndrome is, but it's not a syndrome, it's a condition that needs to be managed, right? Most things are just a condition of the muscles, the fascia, nutrition, stuck cellular waste. Oh yeah, towards the thumb. Oh. Listening to any parts that are particularly calling you. Okay, now we're going to do backside of our forearm. Let's turn our body all the way to the side, and we're going to push with our thumb facing down. We're going to push our forearm into the fascianator. And do the other side. Rolling. Let's have some water. We're going to do our hands. So we're going to do the same rainbow motion. Rainbow. Making stripes on our hands for those three major muscles and all that stuff fascia there. And we're going to roll between the pinky and the ring finger, the ring and the middle finger, index finger, or pointer finger, and then the thumb, between the thumb and the pointer. I have to turn my body to get there, so you just go straight on, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to roll the tops of the hands and feet. Let's go ahead and roll the top of the other hand. That's my modification. Oh. Did you hear that? Wow. Oh, beautiful. Let's roll the foot. The top of the foot. Going the inner arch. And let's put our, oh, that feels so yummy. I'm just wiggling my toes. They feel so good. My feet are feeling so good these days. Let's go ahead and put the fasciator under our head, on our neck. No space between the neck and shoulder. The fasciator resting on the ground. And we're going to look down, scraping the chin of the scalene, looking up towards the heavens. And down, really pressing yourself in to the neck muscle, the sternocleidomastoid. And looking up, really getting into the side. All right. Let's do the other side. Should have a little bit more ease in movements now. Down and up, down and up. Your arm should be flat on the ground. Down and up. Scraping those lymph nodes right by the ear and under the side of the skull, the jaw. And now we get to the best part. Let's have a sip of water. Gonna lay back. Leaning on the base of our skull, there's a soft little pad. You want to put the fasciator right there. You either want to pull your head towards it or press your head into the fasciator towards the ground. You're just going to slightly explore that ridge on the base of the skull, allowing the 8 cranial muscles to relax, 2 of which are inside of the skull. Help prevent migraines and Alzheimer's and dementia. Letting all that cellular debris leave. Cellular waste go. Bringing fresh oxygenated blood. Painting the world you wish to create. Now relax the head and And move to the lower. Right on the neck, the cervical spine. Cross your arms. Lean onto the, oh yes. Left, right side body. Lean just a little bit into that neck muscle. Little micro movements. Letting the weight of the head massage any stuck fascia. Now let's turn to the left. Oh, why am I at that? And just explore that neck muscle there. Letting the weight of the head massage out any tension. And right in the center, just relax. Stay there for a second. You did it. You created space to love on you today, to hear your body, to release, and to regain, rebirth you. Anyway, till next time. Chill.